We're back in the Baviaanskloof as the noise level fades into the distance, replaced by the sounds of untamed wilderness waiting to be explored. The Baviaans isn't just another destination, it's a place where nature still sets the rules, where every river crossing, mountain pass, and winding track reward those willing to slow down and embrace the journey. Around every corner, breathtaking landscapes unfold. Every obstacle adds another chapter to the adventure, and every kilometer reminds us why the wilderness is unlike anywhere else. But this trip doesn't quite go to plan. In the middle of all the beauty, disaster strikes. We crash the drone. Can it be repaired? Or is our bird grounded for the rest of the journey? There are few places in South Africa where the feeling of adventure begins long before the trail itself. And the eastern entrance of the Baviaanskloof is one of them. This is where the paved road quietly surrendered to gravel, where the noise of everyday life fades behind you, and one of Africa's last great wilderness corridors stretches out ahead. Towering mountain guards the valley like ancient sentinels, sculpted over millions of years by wind, water, and time. Every bend hints at what lies deeper within: river crossings, rugged mountain passes, hidden campsites, and landscape that few ever truly experience. Recognized as part of the Cape Floral Region protected areas, the Baviaanskloof is more than a destination. It's a place where nature still sets the rules and rewards those willing to slow down and explore. And we leave civilization behind and venture into the remarkable wilderness. The journey is no longer just about reaching the other side, it's about discovery, everything in between. Welcome to the Baviaanskloof. The adventure starts here. Every adventure has a moment where anticipation turns into reality. And this is ours. Beyond these mountains lies a world of rugged tracks, towering cliffs, and untamed wilderness waiting to be explored. Every kilometer promised a new challenge. Every bend reveals another breathtaking view, and every obstacle becomes part of the story we'll remember for years to come. This isn't just another drive, it's an expedition into one of South Africa's last true wilderness frontiers. So, buckle up, because the real adventure is only just beginning.
Now you would probably wonder, what is this about in the middle of nowhere? We have this. I believe that they use these cables to transport cattle across the gorge from one side to the other side, putting them into a bin and then let it roll across this gorge. Wow, this is impressive. Must have been many, many, many years ago, because clearly it hasn't been used for many decades. But this is what this was used in the past.
Lunch at the spot as well. And then after lunch, we had a very narrow, tricky downhill track to navigate. This is not going to be easy with traffic also coming from the front. As the trail winds deeper into the valley, the trees begin to close in, their lush green canopies arching overhead to form a natural tunnel above a two-spoored jeep track. Sunlight filters through the leaves in dancing patterns, while every meter forward feels like passing through a secret gateway into another world. It's peaceful, almost magical. A reminder that some of nature's most spectacular moments aren't the grand vistas, but the quiet corridors that invite you to slow down and simply take it all in. As the sun is starting to set, it was time to find camp.
Oh,
Go for it. What's your bite?
the first one. Mm-hmm. In the mountains of Baviaanskloof. We're just having nice fellowship. Mm.
Okay. Morning, guys. We are on our first day of our Baviaanskloof episode. Let I just make this very clear. This is not an Baviaanskloof episode on its own. This is part of the Great Karoo series, where we showcase the Baviaanskloof as an entrance, a gateway into the Great Karoo. That's how we are doing this one from a Baviaanskloof perspective. We had a fantastic day yesterday, driving in through from the Eastern Gate. So in this episode, if you guys remember, last year we did the Baviaanskloof series, but we did it west to east. However, we did not continue through the entire Baviaanskloof because we did the Koga Mountain exit this time around. We are just completing that piece that were not part of last year's Baviaanskloof series, and we're doing it east to west. Now, yesterday, guys, you would have clearly been able to pick up that I'm not alone. I had a lot of help yesterday in terms of getting all this footage together. Usually, I am solo traveling, and therefore I need to do all of the footage as an individual, which is quite a task, challenging task. But yesterday, or in this episode, I'm not alone. I'm going to introduce you guys to my good friend Derek, who is traveling this section of the Karoo series with me. So you'll be with me in this episode and one or two other episodes as well. So let me introduce you guys to Derek. Okay, guys, this is my friend Derek, who is traveling with me on as part of this episode, as well as one or two episodes after this, as part of the Great Karoo series. Yeah. Derek is a friend that I know for at least 3 decades minimum. Okay. Derek, welcome to Mzanzi.X.
Good morning. Good morning. It's a very welcome to be around, and it's such a beautiful place. It's priceless just to be here.
So, Derek, tell me, how was your experience yesterday?
Whoa, wow, wow, wow! I don't have words, guys. You must come and experience yourself. But it's been almost like tense, exciting, tiring, but you don't have words. Climbing up the mountain, single Jeep trek, going down, having to navigate yourself around cars that is coming on. Guys, you don't want to be in the scene, but you've got to come and experience it. And therefore, come and join us maybe on the next trip on Mzanzi.X and come and experience what I've experienced. I am going to write a book about this.
So, Derek, how beautiful is the Baviaans?
It's beautiful. You can't imagine that we are living in a country where we have such beautiful scenes and scenery and a beautiful clean place. So yes, it's not been very easy to travel through here unless you travel with this Jeep Cherokee. But I must tell you, coming through here, it's a hell of an experience. It's a priceless experience. I would drop it for anything.
So, Derek, also tell us about the actual primitive nature of the environment of this campsite where we are. How did you take that?
Well, it's it's really the expectations was that we're going to sleep on the ground. But here we are. There's at least a shower, but we had to make our own space, put up the tent, you know, complete the campsite, and then start the fire. And luckily, we had some neighbors next door us from Gauteng that had the fire already, so we could pop in there, have our braai, everything in a primitive way. This morning, making the coffee was another excitement. I feel like an epi in this. I've been told how to start the fire and how to make the coffee. So yes, I'm excited for the next journey from here to Uniondale.
Also, Derek, when last did you do camping?
Oh, more than 40 years ago,
Mm.
I was heavy involved in church. So we used to go and do camping anywhere in this province in PE. But today's camping and yes, last night's camping, completely exciting. It just all the expectations I had about Baviaanskloof and the camping site is completely, just it's priceless. I don't have enough words to tell you. That's why it's so important for people to come out here and come and experience it. Uh, Maybe we must just check how much it costs to hire a 4x4 and get the trip on. But you've got to know how to handle a 4x4 in this rough terrain.
Yeah.
Thanks for my friend Shane, Mzanzi.X.com. Hey, the man, the man knows his wheel, but the man was also stressful coming down some of the passes.
Yeah. And would
Beautiful.
you think that a non 4x4 vehicle will be able to navigate those passes?
Not at all. Not at all. Not what I've seen. I must tell you, the Cherokee, it's got so many features. It can raise the Cherokee so that you don't have to damage the bottom part. So the 4x4 facility on it also help us to navigate it better. You cannot come in here with a normal car or a normal 4x2. You've got to have a 4x4. That's the experience that I picked up, and I might be wrong, but I'm open for correction. I just love the trip, and I'm gonna have sleepless nights about it. The coffee was wonderful. Italian coffee.
If you have joined us this far on the journey, thank you for coming along. If you're enjoying our adventures, we'd love to have you as part of the community. Hit that subscribe button. Your support helps us grow the channel and makes it possible to keep on exploring planet Earth one campsite at a time.
um, we had a drone crash, and then we had to do a recovery. It was quite challenging because it was on a property, a fenced off property. And we unfortunately had to make our way onto that property to go and recover the drone. I love the actual recovery features of the DJI drone. Once we came within a certain radius of the drone. I could then press the beeping feature. The drone then started to actually beep. We could work out from which direction the beep is coming, and then make our way through the thick bushes to ultimately get to the drone and recover the drone. So damage so far, propeller is broken off on this one. Another propeller on this side is also broken. And so what we're going to do is to replace these propellers, do another test takeoff and see if it will take off. But unfortunately, we now have to do a little bit of repair, and let's hope that that is the extent of the damage. We have now replaced the damaged propellers. Let's see if it will at least take off, and if there are any other damage that we can't see at the moment. It's already saying here, camera lens error. Okay. So there's a potential issue there already, but let's just see if we can take off.
And we have liftoff. Yes, the drone can fly, but the camera footage is well below satisfactory levels. And that is a sad moment because it was the end of the drone for the entire trip.
The importance that when you're in a campsite site like this, where it is based on honesty, absolute honesty, where there is nobody to check you in, there is nobody to take your money. The arrangement with this campsite is that you actually call the owners. They give you the go-ahead based on the availability of the few campsites that are here. There are really 6 or 7 campsites. That's it. But there's nobody to actually take the payment from you. All they want you to do is to place the payment into the box, and the box is, and this entire setup is all based on honesty. So one of the key foundations of Mzanzi.X is to honor the agreement and the arrangement that we have with any landowner wherever we are. Okay, so one of those things is, got to pay, money goes into the box. And as you can see, there's somebody else's money there as well. And you leave it. That's it. What an eventful morning we had. You guys would have seen that we had the drone that have crashed. Um, that drone will now be out of action until we got its service. So I don't know how long that will take. So unfortunately, for the next couple of episodes, we will be without aerial shots, and therefore we are most probably going to lose out on a wide variety of shots, but also scale, because the drone gives us the ability to provide scale from an aerial shot pers- pers- perspective. Derek, how you doing, bro?
Well, eventful. Feel a bit tired, but still excited to see what's happening at our day two. We had some exciting stuff this morning, but we're looking forward to second half of day two.
How did it feel to go through those bushes, try and find the drone, eh?
Hey, bro, it was a bit scary. I was already figuring out, if we don't find this drone, how long are we going to search for this drone? But luckily, your features on the control box gave you the search feature, and we could locate the drone through the what we call the signal
Yeah.
that was still alive.
Yes.
But
Nah.
very exciting. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, no, it was exciting stuff. So, guys, the Karoo is looking spectacular.
Yeah.
I mean, we have now been to 2 different regions of the Karoo, and this current region where we were in, the Baviaanskloof is beautiful. That is beautiful. Okay. So Derek and I had a conversation this morning to say not everybody um, possesses a 4x4 capable vehicle. And guys, don't let that put you off. You can still come to places like this without having to have a 4x4 vehicle. Let's just get that very clear. You don't need a 4x4 vehicle to come to places like this. You may need to do a detour, and that's fine, but you can still get there.
Mm.
The route that we took yesterday afternoon, you need a 4x4 vehicle for that. But the route that we have taken this morning, you definitely don't need a 4x4 vehicle, or what you gut feel.
No, you can travel with a normal car. Yes, you don't want your car to be overloaded. But you can travel with a normal car from the camping site to where we turned off now to Uniondale.
Yeah.
You can still travel in a normal car, and I would really urge anybody to go that route and explore the countryside, explore all these untapped areas where there's not a lot of movement, very quiet, reserved, and also safe.
Yeah. And the other thing that you don't have, please don't get fooled by these Instagram photos of overlanding vehicles being kitted out with just about everything you need. Don't get fooled by that. You really, really don't need much to do what we have done so far. Simple tent, sleeping bag,
That's it.
that's what you need, right?
And some fire.
You don't need a fridge. You can still have a cooler box,
Yes.
and you can have dry ice in it, and you can still have cold meat, cold cool drink. Okay, don't get fooled. If you don't have it
is not the end of the world.
Yes.
If you have it, great. It makes your life easy. I must admit that. Makes your life a lot easier. It brings comfort. That is what all of these fancy things, this fancy gear, it just brings you comfort. But you don't necessarily need it to get out, go into the backcountry, and just have a good time.
Yes.
Okay, go and explore. Get out there and explore our beautiful planet.
Get out of the comfort zone. That's important. And just go and explore. You're going to see what you're missing by not going out camping and do what you know you need to do.
Absolutely. So go out there and do it.